What's up, guys? It's Trent here with Quarter to Quarter Sports, here to bring you a new series called Notes on Nets. This is going to be a new video series I put on this channel where I just give you all some brief notes and some information on what's going on with the Nets, the current events going on with them. Today on this first episode, we're going to get into the Nets' win against the Suns yesterday. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant and his return performance, as well as our new sign, Mike James. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Nets game tomorrow against the Raptors. So we're going to stick around. We're going to get into all of it right here on Notes on Nets. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Yesterday, the Nets got an unexpected win against the Suns. They won 128-119. Now, I say it was unexpected because James Harden was out, and Kevin Durant, even though he did return yesterday, he was playing on limited minutes coming off the bench. So what exactly led to the Nets' victory yesterday? Well, I'm going to let you know. Kevin Durant went off. Kevin Durant came back this time, hopefully for good, and he scored 33 points in 28 minutes in a big win over the Suns on Sunday to cap off a 3-1 week for Brooklyn. So, yes, he dropped an impressive 33 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. And then Kevin Durant also put up Kyrie Irving also put up some decent numbers, putting up 34 points, 12 assists, and 6 rebounds. So, it was a good day for the Nets. We didn't have James Harden. We had a couple players injured. You know, you like to see James Harden play. It makes everyone feel a little safer depending on the opponent when James Harden and Kyrie are playing. Ideally, Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant would play. But so we didn't have James Harden, and Kevin Durant was playing limited minutes. So a lot of people were taking the Suns in this game. Honestly, I kind of thought the Suns were going to win it too. So that's why I say it was an unexpected victory. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was a good day for the Nets, even without James Harden. So, big dub here for the Nets against the Suns yesterday. Now, another player I want to talk about, we talked about Kevin Durant's return. I want to talk about the new sign for the Nets, Mike James, okay? He's another player I kind of think is interesting. He didn't do too well yesterday. We can go look at his stats. Only 2 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. But, I mean, honestly, that's okay. He only played 7 minutes. And, I mean, with Kevin Durant and Kyrie playing, he didn't touch the ball as much. It's okay. He's a decent player, all right? He started his first game. He didn't start, but he started playing for the Nets. His first game with the Nets was on Friday versus the Celtics. And if you want to look at his stats here, he dropped in 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds in 21 minutes. So a little bit better performance there. He did good against the Celtics. If you don't know about Mike James, he's a EuroLeague player. We just signed him to a 10-day deal. Like I said, that started on Friday. He was playing in the EuroLeague, but he got suspended after an altercation with his coach. And so now Brooklyn went ahead and signed him, almost like they rented him, if you will, because when the 10-day contract's up and when his suspension's up, a lot of people are saying he'll probably return to his team in the EuroLeague. So it's almost as if the Nets are just temporarily borrowing or renting him for 10 days. That's what I've heard people call it. But you know what? Whatever the case is, for now, he is a net. He's really more of a bench player. You're not going to see him start or do anything, get any kind of crazy minutes. He's a bench player. He comes off the bench, and he puts up decent numbers when he's in the game, or at least so far he has. I mean, yesterday wasn't great, but he did good against the Celtics. And if you look at his stats in the EuroLeague, he is a great player in the EuroLeague. So, I mean, he's a net for the next, I guess it's not 10 days now, and I think he's a pretty good player, so I would just keep an eye out for him for the rest of the games we have him. See what you think, let me know. And now we're going to go ahead, we're going to talk about the Nets and the Toronto Raptors. So the Nets are off today, they're not playing. They're going to play the Raptors tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Now, this is another game kind of like the Suns where everyone's predicting that the Raptors are going to win because we don't have players playing. We're missing James Harden. We're missing a couple other players. Kevin Durant might still be on limited minutes. We're not sure yet. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think if the Nets beat the Suns yesterday, I think they can definitely beat the Raptors. Last time we played the Raptors, I believe we played them in Toronto. Maybe we didn't. I'm not exactly sure, but I know we lost. I know we didn't beat the Raptors last time we played them. But with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, I think just with those two players, if we could beat the Suns with Kyrie and Kevin on limited minutes, even though Kevin Durant did go off, even if we have just Kyrie and Kevin Durant playing limited minutes, if we can beat the Suns, I think we can beat the Raptors. So, I mean, let me know what you think on that. See here, New York Post saying shorthanded Nets, no match for the Raptors. You can go look at the odds. I looked at them. They're calling for the Raptors to win. But like I said, we are a little bit injury prone as a team. But if Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, if those are the only two players we had yesterday, and we beat the Suns, I think we have a chance against Toronto. We lost to them last time. I think we can beat them tomorrow. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So this has been Notes on Nets. It's a new series here on this channel. I'm Trent with Quarter to Quarter Sports. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.